Welcome back to the PTOUnlimited podcast. My name is Brett.
I'm Josh.
Alex.
This is episode 120.
It's been quite a week.
What do you want to start with?
Josh, I want you to do that animal thing that you were going to talk about.
My weird thought?
Your weird thought.
Okay, I have a weird thought. This is kind of... I don't know. I don't know if this will become a segment that we'll do every week, the weird thought of the week. It might be, but I just want to see your take on this. All right, So does a cat know that other cats are the same species as them?
I think so.
You think so?
Yeah.
Like because we have a dog too.
Yes.
And they don't... I wonder if they have the same body language or communication skills that
Didn't
cats
you
do.
watch Homeward Bound?
Hold on a second before you throw that in there. I'm trying to be factual here. Michael J. Fox is in a pit bull. Bulldog.
Boxer.
Dogs and cats have very different body language.
I get that, but do cats know?
Do they read them? No.
Okay.
Because look at all the puppy and dog videos and stuff that we watch about dogs going up to cats. They're curious as hell and they don't know anything. And the cats are like, they're spiking their hair
scared,
on
yeah.
their back.
You don't think different animal species talk to each other?
No.
I think they do.
I'd like to
I think they talk to each other in
instinctual ways.
Yes.
Okay.
Like mean ways.
Not running dialogue.
No. Like
like
I think,
Homeward Bound.
I think they
all dogs
talk
go to
in.
heaven.
There's a way of saying, "Get the F away from me," kind of deal.
Well,
like I don't like you.
Layla was uneasy because she's scared of Alex because she has claws. But Alex is old and she doesn't want to move, so wherever you set her, she will get comfortable.
Yeah.
Is Layla giving body signals to Alex, or is it...
I think she just learned over the years.
Yes.
Well, she is 16.
Layla learned over the years that I'm not messing with Alex because when she did, Alex would either bite her or scratch her.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, yes, Alex is the name of one of my cats.
Oh, we should probably explain that. Yes, we do have an old cat named Alex.
Yes.
Well, that's what you call her. I call her Alex the cat.
Do cats know that what they are? Do they know that they're a cat? Do they have a thought of that sort? Like, what's not a...
Your
what?
Your weird thought is getting weirder.
That was the beginning of the thought. Do cats know that they are cats?
Does Layla know that she's a dog?
I don't know.
Like, there's a communication barrier.
So when you all get home, she comes halfway down the stairs and goes, "Who is it?"
That's exactly what they say in their language. She'll be like, "Meow, who is it?" in subtitles.
Honda is developing technology to have a self-balancing motorcycle. Let's say you've never driven motorcycles before, or you're scared of motorcycles or something like that, and you get a self-balancing motorcycle, you're out on the road and it fails on you, and so you have to then
know how to
control the motorcycle.
How is self-balancing done?
I don't know.
So, like, how do you counterweight that inside? I don't understand.
Well, because everybody's weight is
artificial,
different. So
that's just the part about riding a motorcycle that you've always had to do.
I get that.
So I don't know how long or how far out this is until it's in production, but they did.
You say Honda?
Yeah, it was a video, and they had like a prototype up on a stage. And what's very interesting is that in the video, it was following somebody.
Really?
Yeah,
like
the guy was walking in front of it, and it was following.
I quickly texted Jarrett and my uncle who's had 20 plus years of experience on motorcycles, and then I texted Jared just to see what their opinions are. Well, if they pop up, I'll share them.
My dad rode for years, and he actually just sold the last bike that he had. At this point, if I were to start riding, I would not take a passenger unless we were riding around slowly in a residential area.
Say that's what Jared did. I was his first passenger, and I for months after he got his motorcycle, I was like, please, I want to be on your motorcycle. And he's like, all right, fine. And then he didn't have another helmet, so he just gave me his helmet, put his jacket on me, got me all like padded up and stuff, and then really just took me for like a coast around.
Didn't you one time buy toilet paper and you had to put it in the coat?
So we needed to stop and get toilet paper anyway. Well, when we got to like CVS or Walgreens or whatever to buy it, we realized that
we're on a
motorcycle and we bought like a 12 pack of toilet paper. So what I ended up doing was he had multiple motorcycle jackets at that time, so I was wearing one of his, so it was bigger.
Unpacked it into your coat.
Yeah, it's on her back.
So
like
I put it like I was like, well, here's the deal: if you fall off the motorcycle,
You're
fall
padded
on your back. So I was like, I had this huge turtle shell underneath, like padding underneath. So, and we got back, and I unzipped my my coat, and Josh was like, "Where's the toilet paper?" And I like crapped it out of my my jacket.
Did you do anything fun with your dirt bike? Did you do any like major BMX stuff?
Oh no.
No.
It was an older one that
That's no excuse.
basically just got me. Well, if I jumped something, it might have fell apart when it came back down. So.
Kinda
Was
like-
that fragile?
What's the?
Well, I don't know if it was fragile, but it just wasn't BMX. That's bicycles.
Yeah,
Motocross
motocross. That's what I meant. Motocross, not BMX.
standards.
You're right.
What is that game that you and Jerry used to extreme?
What are you saying?
What's that game you guys used to play that you guys would make those sweet jumps, but you would fall? And
Oh, are you talking about Trials?
I think that's what it is.
Trials Evolution?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, Trials
that's a fun
HD
game.
was first.
Trials HD, Trials
And
Evolution,
Trials
Trials
Evolution,
Fusion.
Fusion,
I loved watching you guys play that because you would just like.
Yeah,
There's a-
because your guy, like, he's
There's
angled.
a copy on a Switch. I can't remember what it's called, but something very similar.
It's not Trials, though, right?
No.
Isn't Trials
But it's the same
specific-
type of
Right.
game. There's two versions. Those Can-Am 3-wheelers with the 2 wheels in the front
Yeah,
and one
I
on the
like
back.
those.
Yeah.
It's not riding.
If it was an ATV,
I just think
it'd
they
be
look
different.
cool.
If it was off-road, okay.
Yeah.
If it's street, it's not what motorcycle people would consider riding.
So you-
Same thing for like trikes.
Yeah, you don't like those
No.
at all.
I
3-wheelers.
what it says to me is you can't handle a motorcycle. You know?
I have to agree.
That
I have
does,
to agree.
but it's
Ask him what he thinks of trikes and Can-Ams. So I went to Kroger this morning to get a money order for rent. I had to pay rent.
yeah. You don't have a checkbook?
No, I don't use checks. And here's why. Because, one, the only thing I would use it for is rent.
That's what we do.
That's
And
what we
two, I don't like to wait for them to take my check to the bank. I want the money out of my account. So I'm not
We're not
depending
worried
on
about it. We already budgeted.
Oh, big spender here.
We-
I'm just saying I want the money paid. I want it out of my account and paid for.
We know it's coming out. It doesn't bother us.
Good, I'm glad.
That's why I have Alex do the math. She does the budget.
How long from when you turn in your rent check till it comes out of your
like
account?
2 days.
I think it's 2 days. I think
Okay.
the max is like the 5th.
So I go in, couldn't get my money order because Western Union was down or something. So I went back out to my car, but I sat in my car for like 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay, it's time to go. So I put the car in reverse and I start to back up. And I hear this, hey! And I look back and there's a guy real close to my car, back of my car, walking into the store. And he gives me he looked back like twice, just giving me the scowl. It was an old man, just giving me the scowl of all scowls, you know. When I'm walking through a parking lot and I see a car running or hear a car running, I stay away from that car.
Exactly.
In case they did what I did. I was in the wrong, yes.
Yeah.
But I don't give them a chance to not check and then back out and hit me.
Exactly.
When walking through a parking lot, you want to stay to one side or the other
Right.
for cars that are driving trying to find spaces.
Yeah.
You don't really want to walk down the middle.
No,
That's really annoying.
That's a douche move right there.
It's really annoying
A lot
when you're
of people
trying
do
to find a parking spot and someone's walking down the middle not giving a damn about you.
Exactly.
Are you paying attention to cars in the parking lot for that reason?
I will now park farther away from a
we
grocery store now.
Park pretty far away.
Yeah. I don't care about being up front anymore.
In closing, I felt bad,
In
but at the same
conclusion.
time, I thought he could have took a more active role in maybe avoiding me in case I'm the asshole that backed out before looking.
How old would you say this guy is?
Oh, mid to late 50s. He could have been older.
He's just a douchebag then. Because I was going to say, if he's around his 70s, he's grumpy.
Sure.
He's just ready for life to just
and you know,
don't go
he
away.
had no mobility issues, if that even matters. But
sometimes it does.
To me, it just felt like typical grouchy old man
Okay,
thing.
so Brett, when you're 70 and you have a cane, you're not going to want to avoid cars in a parking lot.
Well,
So
had a
mobility
visual.
issues. He's going to be like, damn kids.
I meant it's not like he could park in a handicap spot.
Right, at that point, you're handicapped if you have any mobility issues. So
Probably.
I'm
That was all I had.
I understand. I understand the gist of it and everything. But if the guy's in his 50s, he's just a douchebag. He thinks he owns the world. Maybe
He may not be a douchebag, but he probably got a little more upset than I don't know. I tend to think if I was in his shoes, I probably would have been just as mad as he was.
Do you know what that was about? That fight?
Didn't they
It's
know
sitting
each
right
other?
here, yeah.
Are you talking about the worker?
No, we're talking about the McDonald's one, the one with
The
the milkshake.
larger, the
Yeah,
Samoan
the
woman.
worker. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. We're talking
Didn't
about that
they
one
know
first.
each other?
I don't know.
That's the
Or
thing.
didn't they have a personal beef?
Really?
I thought I read that.
Oh,
I'm asking you, Josh. Do you have the article up? Was it about anything special, or was it just something that transpired? What ended up happening is she threw her milkshake at the worker.
At the
well,
worker.
this person, if they had a beef, I'm reading this article here, they definitely wanted to fight. The customer can also be heard in the video saying that's why your ass is behind the effing counter before throwing French fries across the restaurant. She can also be heard repeatedly shouting, "Fight me."
No matter what the customer does, you can't go after him.
You can't.
You can't. You're fired.
You get thrown.
I'm not saying she shouldn't. I'm
But
saying
that's
as
what
a
what you just said, Brett, is going to transpire into the next video. Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
So-
so I don't know the outcome of this. Did the woman get fired?
I don't know.
I
either.
don't know.
Let me look it up and see if
I
there's
will
anything
tell
on there.
you, no matter what, if you assault a customer,
For whatever reason.
even if you're defending yourself, you are fired. But at the same time, she was twice, if not more, the size of that customer.
Okay.
So even if she tried to get her out of the building, it wasn't a restrain this person, it was a beat this person.
Yes,
Right,
it was
right.
it wasn't restraining.
Yeah.
At
yeah.
first, it kind of looked like it, but then it was.
Well,
I
and
feel like
since
your
she
rage-
hit her with a tray too.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was a.
I feel like at one point when you're restraining, it doesn't become restraining anymore. It becomes
she
natural
could
to just
have-
beat the crap out of
She could have picked her up and carried her out of the store.
She
That's how
could
much
have.
bigger she was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You are still fired,
Yeah.
even
I don't
if
know.
you defend yourself. And you
I
can't.
don't agree with
defending
that.
yourself is not throwing punches. That's fighting.
Okay, so what she should have done is pushed her back. That would have been self-defense right there and say,
Yes.
we're done with this conversation. This is over. But who thinks so rationally in that moment that they're
Maybe-
going to be like, okay,
maybe.
this is no big deal. Bye.
You can put someone in a headlock. That's not punching them, but that's neutralizing them.
So you said no matter what a customer does, you can't fight back.
Right.
There was a video that happened, I think it was July 19th out of Georgia. It was a security footage camera from a restaurant. It is a waitress who's wearing some short shorts and a tank top. Some guy walks up behind her, as you can see, 100% comes up, grabs her ass on the way walking past her. She turns
Tries
around.
to be subtle too.
Tries to brush it almost. She automatically turns around, puts him in a headlock, throws his ass to the floor,
She
and then
does
kicks him and
what's
restrains
that called?
him.
A takedown of some sort.
She whips him around and throws him down.
She's fired.
That guy was arrested for assault.
Yep.
And he was thrown in jail for the whole weekend. When I go out and I wear something skimpy or I wear a nice tight dress, I'm not asking for you to grab me. I'm saying I want to feel nice and sexy tonight
I'm looking it
and
up.
feel confident.
She could have told her manager. Manager calls the cops. Cops come out. She says, he grabbed my ass at work and I want to press charges for assault. And they'd arrested him.
In trying to be non-sexist in this, but I feel like women get this a lot and we brush
sure.
it off.
Would you have rather assaulted the guy or had him arrested? Because now,
She got both.
It's on surveillance that she assaulted
but
him.
she might get arrested too.
Yep.
She didn't get arrested.
Okay.
He did.
He
was arrested for
I'm no
assault.
lawyer, but I would say he might make a case for assault as well. I
don't care. Give it
I
to
want
them.
make it clear that I'm not saying that what he did is in any way right or okay.
You have every right to wear whatever you want and most certainly have every right to defend yourself.
Well, that's not defense.
Yeah,
What are you-
I would
I
tend
mean-
to agree because he squeezed her ass. He didn't punch her in the head.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know
there's-
how you can react to this properly.
I would like to know.
I was taught as a child, if someone grabs you, you defend yourself, whether it be a kick, punch to the balls. That's what we were taught as little girls. Someone grabs you where you're not supposed to be grabbed, it's a punch to the balls. And you said bad to worse. Okay, it's not like he grabbed her vagina. It's not like he grabbed this. You don't know what kind of life she had to grow up
What are you talking about?
You said bad to worse. You said, well, it could have been worse. He only grabbed her butt pretty much. That still rides in the line of rape. He touched her without her permission sexually. That's rape.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm saying, I have a right to defend myself. If I throw a punch and I choose to lose my job, that's my, put my job on the line, that's my defense. Both of you are good men, and you would never do that to a lady. All three of us were raised properly.
I mean, I don't know what happened those 3 hours I disappeared over New Year's. I wasn't
You
even,
better not been out grabbing ass.
I
that's for
wasn't.
sure.
I wasn't functioning.
Josh's like, oh, I don't know.
I cannot defend myself for that.
Parents are hiring video game coaches to teach their kids how to get good at video games. And
Get
the
good.
game that came up is Fortnite.
That's all that's over the damn media.
Okay,
I'm tired of it.
But here's the thing. Here's why they're doing it. Because they realize that a future financially, if you get good at a game like this, there could be scholarship potential.
Yeah.
There
Esports is a thing.
yes, you do get
Esports,
money. Yes.
Income. But there's one other factor that I hadn't thought of that they brought up, and that's social pressure. So it's not enough to play Fortnite. You got to be good at Fortnite.
What's going to happen when Fortnite's not the...
Well,
Not the game.
I wonder that too.
You're going to train
Like,
these kids, and all of a sudden they're going to get so good at Fortnite, and then it's going to be like,
here's
a new game.
What's the shelf life for Fortnite?
That's what I mean, the shelf life.
It's surpassed
How long's it been
PUBG.
out?
That's
Oh,
apparent.
yeah. PUBG is on its decline now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
there's
PUBG
nothing
sucks.
they can do.
Fight me.
Hold on a second. Wow. Alex, you're warm.
I am. I was heated. I'm sorry.
There's more to this. This mom kind of calling out Epic and the creators of Fortnite because her kid is obsessed with Fortnite and is asking her constantly for money to spend on Fortnite. And she's mad at the developer.
Microtransaction. No.
Microtransactions.
So I'm thinking,
Oh
and she's
my
like,
God.
I know it's my responsibility as a parent to say no, but when they're asking me several times a day for money, I'm like, you're a parent. That's your job.
Yeah.
That is
Your kids.
absolutely her
If
job.
you want to set limits on Fortnite for your child, that's what you do as a parent.
There
complain
is
to
an
the-
ability to do it.
Every generation has had some kind of addictive thing.
Oh, yeah.
Pokemon,
Yeah.
Yes.
Game Boy.
Yeah.
Is it Fortnite is not new? Is not a new thing.
It's just the next trend.
That is
Exactly.
absolutely stupid
So
that she would go to
that
Epic.
it is absolutely stupid. I'm like, I'm hearing this. They played it on the radio. I'm like, this woman is ridiculous.
I can't
Does she
believe it.
not understand? Just look back the past
If you
20
don't,
years.
okay, really easy.
At least.
If really easy. You don't want your kids to ask about buying stuff for Fortnite. You know what you do? Take away Fortnite.
If you want to at least get popular, you have to like Fortnite. You have to be good at Fortnite.
It's the social pressure.
Yes.
As a kid,
Yep.
if you want to talk with the popular kids or whatever, and if they're talking about Fortnite, you play Fortnite.
Yeah.
Josh and I were in Kentucky this weekend, and we went with Josh's dad to a movie theater and saw Mission Impossible Fallout. What I thought was funny is after we get out of the movie, we have a group text from Brett that said, have you guys seen Mission Impossible Fallout yet? It got a 97%.
I didn't ask that. All I said was Mission Impossible got a 97% on Rotten
Holy
Tomatoes.
cow. Fact check, Alex.
And I thought it was funny because our show time started at 10:30,
And I
Brett
sent
texted us that at 10:34, and we were in the movie.
Yep.
Was I right? What did I say?
What did you say?
You said, did y'all see Mission Impossible
Ah.
has a 97% on Rotten Tomatoes?
win.
Question mark.
I win. I didn't ask if you'd seen it. I said, did you see it that it had that score?
Well, I looked at it because there's two lines. Did y'all see Mission Impossible? It has 97%.
Is the
Sorry.
it capitalized?
No, it's
God.
not.
One sentence.
Yeah.
Whatever.
There is no it, Alex. You're
He does
making up.
anything to
You're
try
making
to-
up words.
There's no it.
There's
even?
no it in there.
He's doing anything to like argue with me. It's so funny. I'm having a triggered night. My palms are sweaty.
Mine are too. I mean,
Mom's
it's just
spaghetti.
hot. It's just
Mom
hot in here.
spaghetti.
So there's no it.
Let me go back to it.
Oh my god! I can't
Let me
believe
go
we're
back
having
to it.
conversation.
This is
Read
the-
it verbatim.
This is the dumbest conversation
Yeah,
on
it
the
is,
podcast.
but it's funny.
Did y'all see Mission Impossible has a 97% on Rotten Tomatoes? That's all. That's it. If you haven't seen 5, don't see 6. And if you haven't seen 3, don't see 6.
Yeah, I haven't seen 3. I saw 6.
You haven't seen
So,
3?
uh-uh.
So you don't understand who the heck that woman was at
Well,
at that camp.
I kind of figured it out.
Figured it out, but
because of what Luther says.
Right. But the thing is, like, 3 is what sets it up.
Yeah.
And I saw a lot of callbacks to 2 in this.
Yeah. You can get out of it what you can get out of it without seeing those. It
Yeah.
just may take a little bit of thinking. It was very intense.
Oh, it wasn't
Like,
intense?
especially the
Yeah.
last
You're talking about the
scene,
helicopter?
the
On the
fight
cliff?
scene.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
The bathroom fight scene was
Oh,
crazy.
that was
Alex said that in the
favorite.
car.
I was like,
Great.
I was sitting there just going, like, get him, like, beat him.
Suddenly,
It's like a freaking, I was gonna say Mission Impossible fight.
Matrix.
MMA fight. Mission Impossible fight. It's like, get him.
But
He insisted on wanting
Tom
to do it
Cruise
himself.
knows how to fly a helicopter. That's part one here. He knows how to fly a helicopter.
Learning to do it for movies.
He knows how to
insane.
scale buildings.
Yeah.
This guy.
He's going to become
is
an actual
legit.
agent.
That skydiving scene.
Oh my God.
Probably really did that too.
That was
That's
intense
totally
as well.
Yeah.
I mean, you haven't seen all of them, but what's your favorite so far?
5.
5?
Yeah.
But yeah, give me your number on Mission Impossible.
Oh, like a score?
Yeah.
I say 8.5.
8.5. I would definitely give it an 8. Alex, what do you want to give
No,
Fallout?
I'll just give it an 8.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do have to say, the theater that we were in for Mission Impossible in Kentucky was amazing. It was like the one at Coldwater, that reclining seats,
Yeah.
but fluffier, bigger, and they had heated seats.
So you
So I could sweat my ass off.
Oh, it was
No, thank
heated.
you.
It
It
was
was nice.
There was 2 settings. There was like a low and then a hot setting.
I want
I
an
just-
off setting because I'll sweat my ass off.
Well, I mean, you could turn it off too, but for me, I'm super cold in theaters all the time, and I was like, ooh.
So-
that was my favorite part.
So you
See,
went.
that
and a
would
tray.
make me want to fall asleep even more than I already would be in a reclined position.
They don't go back as far as ours.
Oh, they don't.
No,
That's
they
my
don't.
only issue. And
So
the
they
legs
had
don't
to
go up enough.
compensate by making it friggin' heated.
What are you doing?
It was like this far back.
She's
Yeah.
showing me how far back it goes.
Okay. Alex has been Twitch streaming again. We took some time off, and we've been playing the new Curse Sales.
Yeah, we just did that last night.
Yeah, it was really
Yeah,
fun.
it was fun until
Saw
the
that
end.
cartoon Alex.
Yeah, Justin,
Yeah, I
cartoon
made that.
Alex.
I made that. That's my graphics.
Curse Sales is fun. Lots of fun.
It brings life to the game.
It does. You really have to work together. But we got trolled really hard last night.
We did.
And it made me super pissed.
There's an alliance system where you can align up with other people, and they'll share gold with you and XP. And
But
all
you
that
can
stuff.
also take down that flag and not be
And-
an alliance anymore.
Yeah,
and
so
take all
once-
the gold for yourself.
So once we beat the waves that we had to do of these
for
of
2
these ships
hours.
for 2.5 hours, and
Waves of pirate ships.
they betrayed us and declared their alliance broken, and they took
and
all the
killed
treasure.
everybody and took all the treasure.
Yeah.
Which,
so.
yes, I guess that's Sea of Thieves, whatever. But they got on our ship and said, we're friendly, and they helped us out, and then they just got on our ship and killed us.
Killed us.
Killed us?
Yeah.
Whatever. And then sunk our ship so that we spawned not
Elsewhere.
where they were at.
Yep.
If you'd like to watch me game, I game Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday nights.
You gonna light up?
Yeah, I'm gonna. You gonna light up? My Twitch is twitch.tv/Q_kitty KUTEKITTI. I have my Twitter linked to my Twitch,
There you
so
go.
you can. I do updates on my Twitter to my Twitch, so you know when I'm going to be getting on. I am playing Sea of Thieves right now. I did see the trailer for the beta for
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty, and I'm stoked. I want to
Yeah.
play it so bad. I cannot wait for an FPS. I need one. I need one in my life. It looks awesome.
Oh man, I had so much
Do you
like
have-
spit in my mouth. I couldn't.
Why don't you just swallow it?
It happens.
Do you have text to read?
I do. What he said is just watch the ad, and I think it takes the fun out of it as far as the self-balancing part of it. I asked him, would you ever get one? He said, hell no, you know me, I'm way too old school. And I said, what do you think about trikes and Can-Ams? He said, the older I get, the more appealing they look, but I've ridden both. They're a different animal altogether. So I had asked Jer.
Holy cow! He
He actually, Jer, he goes into discussion. My initial thought is that I think of the balance of a motorcycle is pretty low on the list of useful innovations for a bike, but I could see it being useful if they combine it with a traffic awareness system like in the Teslas and in self-driving vehicles. I'd rather see energy go into improving cost and accessibility of existing safety mechanisms to put into lower-end bikes like traction control or ABS or ABS or I don't know what that
he should have
means.
done that in
Anti-lock
shorthand.
braking system.
Oh, okay. Most of the time I've dropped my bike is when it was off and I forgot to put the kickstand down.
Ooh.
That is right. He did have a nice scratch on the side.
What a guy told me, or one of the salesmen who's been riding forever, he's like, there's 2 types of motorcycle riders. There's the type that have laid a motorcycle down and the type that will lay a motorcycle down. My final note. Actually, I have 2. I watched the Comedy Central roast of Bruce Willis.
I wanted to.
You did?
I
Oh
did.
my God, I didn't realize there was one about Bruce Willis.
It just happened this
So
weekend.
It was Sunday. The thing about the roast is it seems like they just want to see how raunchy they can be.
Oh yeah,
I think
absolutely.
that they try too hard. The first couple rows, it's kind of like American Idol. First
Yeah.
couple
Gotta be
seasons
up.
or shows are good, and then they try too hard.
All of the roast jokes were, you're old, your movies suck, or...
Oh my god.
And then they don't... It's not even just Bruce. The roaster will go up there, and they'll start by taking a shot at every roaster.
Everybody
and
else.
then go
Yeah.
to Bruce Willis.
Yep.
Comedy Central actually aired him with the F-bomb. They did not. They bleeped it out the entire show. But I think because it was after midnight, they let
That's
it go.
awesome.
And he said, "Yippee-ki-yay,
Oh, yeah.
motherfuckers,"
Yeah.
and then it was over. So they let
That's a
that
good.
one
That's a
go.
good mic drop right there.
I think so,
Good mic
too.
drop,
Yeah.
But it was worth a watch because I like Bruce Willis. Other final note, I just want to give a shout out to this other podcast that I've been listening to for years.
shout out. Okay.
Do you know what Pardon the Interruption is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On ESPN.
Okay.
So they have a thing that their listeners it's an ode to them, and they say La Cheeserie, which is a cheese table at a liquor store in Washington, D.C. that people know about. So everybody, when they get a chance to say, they say La Cheeserie. So that's what I'm doing as a shout out, because his show is one reasons why I wanted to start this show. So
Oh really?
Oh,
it's
all
kind
right.
of an ode. That's all that I got. Anything else?
We should probably get
Yeah,
out
we
of
gotta
here.
get out of here.
We're probably way over time. So
We are,
We're
but
good.
it was a good show.
yeah, thanks for joining us, guys. We'll catch you next week for 121. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.